In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down Devin Booker and Kobe Bryant and the similarities between the two players. Both of these players are very, very good. Kobe Bryant is obviously a legend and Devin Booker looked up to him, so let's get down and let's check out the differences and the similarities between these two players. So in this first clip, we see Devin Booker driving towards the rim. He makes a quick jump stop, takes a pivot, and then shoots, very similar to how Kobe Bryant would when he kicks that leg out. The reason why on a turnaround jumper, if you're turning towards your left side and you're shooting right-handed, you generally want to kick that foot up. That's going to allow you to get your shoulder and elbow in line with the basketball net, and by having that shoulder and elbow in line, you're going to have a very, very good shot. And we can see that with Kobe Bryant as well. Great footwork, able to pivot, get around that player, create that space, and again, kicking that leg out to get that right side of his body in line with the basketball net. These are two very great basketball players, and we can learn a lot from them. Devin Booker's also tenacious on defense, able to get big behind the player, blocks that are clean, so that he's able to, of course, help his team win more games. We have to remember that the game is not won by just the offensive side of the ball. You also have to play defense too, and we can see this also with Kobe Bryant making big, massive behind the back blocks like this one with two hands. These are two, again, very good basketball players we can take a lot from. Devin Booker's also not afraid of taking the last second shots, which is absolutely amazing. And again, we can even see this when it comes to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, he is able to, of course, run plays and no plays, but he's able to get that last second shot. Here he's able to fight against two players to get open, gets that ball, and he is not afraid of jacking up that three-point shot at the buzzer. Devin Booker is also an amazingly strong player who can posterize multiple players even at once. So really quickly, if you want to be able to dunk on multiple players and you're going off of one foot like we see here, what you really want to do is, of course, run through your jump. So here we see him taking that heel toe on that right leg, and he's able to push through with that left knee getting up. He's able to then get that power. He's also able to start with that ball on this side and brings it up, which then creates his lower back and hips to flex, and that's going to be able to get him up into the air. It's also his shoulders as well that will help with that momentum so that he can get over top of those two players. We can see this with Kobe Bryant as well. He's able to pick off the defense. Remember, defense is key. And then from here, he's able to, again, use that heel, toe, back, and shoulder to get that momentum to get over top of players. Here we see those two steps. That last step goes heel, toe, running through, jabbing that knee up, ramming that knee up, getting that ball from his left side all the way up towards his right side over top of his head. He is not super bent. Sometimes players will try to bring that ball back even farther, and that sometimes will take away your power unless your name is LeBron James. And from there, we're able to see that big nasty slam by Kobe Bryant, one of the top 3 basketball players ever. We can actually see from this angle how he's able to use his lower back and his shoulders to his advantage. So here, when he lands off of that last step, he is pushing just like if he is running, and then he rams that knee up, and he's able to also use that shoulder to be able to lift himself up with that momentum. Super important. This next clip is, again, Devin Booker. Here he is driving towards the baseline, and he's able to hit that shot. But when he drives, look at his shoulders. He is trying to get his shoulders lower than his defenders. There's a reason behind this. By getting your shoulders lower, you can then, in theory, be quicker than your defender. And when that is the case, you're also able to have a lower center of gravity so you can stop, like what we see here with that left-right, and then he's able to get that push shot to go. With Kobe Bryant, he makes very similar style shots. Now this one is Kobe Bryant going towards the middle of the court. However, what we see is a floater, but he's able to hang in the air, very similar to the last clip of Devin Booker, and he's able to make that shot. Devin Booker is also able to create space and hit those corner shots, even against some of the best defenders in the league. We can also see this with Kobe Bryant. Now, with Kobe Bryant here, he's able to take a jump stop to be able to get his body in line with the net. Now, of course, what do we see? This is a turn towards his right side. Now, when he goes up for his shot, what do we see again? That right leg is getting extended away from his body. The reason is, of course, to create a little bit of space, but because he is still in that turning motion, he wants to kick the leg out to get his right side in line and also to slow his spin as well. We can see this with Devin Booker in the last clip that we just seen. We can see that leg kick mainly because his body was also moving in that direction. He wanted to get his body in line. The knee did slightly move up right about here when he kicked both of his legs forward, but a little bit more with his right. Devin Booker's also able to play in the post. Again, quick moves. You want to attack as soon as you catch that ball. This is a lesson that we learned from Michael Jordan and both Kobe Bryant as well, that as soon as you catch that ball, be in attack mode, and you want to really score right away. We can see this with Kobe Bryant in the post right here, where he can take a shoulder fake. This is something that I would love to actually see Devin Booker add to his game a lot more, is these shoulder fakes. And if he could add those shoulder fakes to his game and do it a lot more often, I really do believe that he could be the next Kobe Bryant. But let's also remember that Kobe Bryant was one of the best players of all time, and to be honest with you, you can never totally copy somebody from beforehand, unless your name is Kobe Bryant and you can copy Michael Jordan. But at the same time, there was some differences between MJ and Kobe, and I should really do a video on that someday anyways. However, I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player. Really try to analyze your favorite players, the best players, so that you can add those moves to your game so that you can become a better player as well. Let's get down to the comment section below and, of course, add in any players that you would like me to break down. I hope that you've enjoyed. Hit that like button and subscribe.